Hello and welcome to Magator96, and today we're going to talk about High School DxD. After covering the abilities of the Switch Princess Rias and the Queen of the Grammary Group Akeno in the previous video, in this one let's focus on the ones in Issa's harem that are devoted believers of the God of the Bible, also called as the Church Trio, and see what they're capable of as the future wives of the Red Dragon Emperor. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as I'll be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with what the dual Holy Sword of Destruction is capable of. Xenovia is a natural born Holy Sword wielder and capable of wielding any Holy Sword without artificial means like Irina. Even reincarnated as a devil, Xenovia is still able to wield any Holy Sword without any issues. Due to her years of training in the church, she gains superb arm strength, able to wield very heavy swords like Excalibur, Destruction and Durandal with ease. She is also able to move at superhuman speeds. She combines her speed with Durandal's destructive powers, making her a formidable fighter. Her speed is further enhanced by her Knight Piece, where Xenovia is considerably slower than Kiba due to her being power-oriented as opposed to the technique-oriented Kiba. When further combined with Excalibur rapidly, her speed is enhanced and she can move as fast as Masaomi. She has also massive amounts of stamina and endurance. She was durable enough to confront Nero at the end of their match. She can still muster enough strength to use Cross Crisis enhanced by Crimson Destructive Dragnir. Xenovia is a highly skilled swordswoman, later revealed to prefer to dual wield. She was able to fight on par with Kiba in their initial match, albeit not in his right state of mind, and freed wielding Excalibur Destruction. She, however, is weak in technique when compared to Kiba, preferring to use power in all her attacks. Xenovia has started to improve her skills as time progresses, and it was even stated that if she were to master Ex Durandal, then she could combine the true Longinus Balance Breaker and surpass Kiba. It is stated by Azazel that her power is equal to that of a high-class devil. In Volume 19, after fighting Strada, she returned to her dual-wielding style and went back on the power aspect of her fighting style. In Volume 25, by using Scabbard of Excalibur, Xenovia was able to keep up with Apollon, the god of sun. She can also use magic to store away Durandal in another dimension and summon it back when she needs it. She is also one of the two devils, the other one being Asya, that can pray to God without receiving damage in the form of a headache after Issa made a request to Mikhail to allow her to pray to God. As a swordswoman, Xenovia's main weapon are obviously swords, with her main one being Durandal, which is a unique shaped single-edged blue broadsword that has a golden edge. It is a unique sword to the point that it responds to the user. For her, Durandal releases a massive aura, which has destructive powers. Xenovia later learns that she can transfer Durandal's aura into another holy sword, as proven when she channeled its holy aura into Ascalon. With Durandal, Xenovia has several named attacks, with the first one being Durandal Birth, a combination technique between Xenovia and Kiba, where she channels its holy aura to Kiba, who would unleash his sacred gear, creating multiple holy demonic swords covered in the holy aura of Durandal erected at their targets. The second one is Durandal Cannon. This is a technique that has been dubbed as such by Issa, in which Xenovia charges the holy aura of Ex Durandal, then unleashes the aura as one powerful attack which can devour her opponents. However, a drawback is that after single use it has to be charged up again, but it's not as fast after the first time. And then there is Cross Crisis. This is a new technique that Xenovia named in their fight against Walburga, in which she uses Durandal and True Excalibur to augment each other's holy aura before unleashing a powerful cross-shaped attack powerful enough to split apart the purple flame Yamato no Orochi, whose soul has been used for Walburga's incarnation anthem Calvario. Apart from Durandal, which is her main weapon, she also possesses Excalibur, that is her second weapon. She was able to materialize the original True Excalibur, through merging all 7 fragments into a single one instead of a single fragment, allowing her to wield the true blade itself. With Excalibur, she also possesses the legendary Scabbard of Excalibur, which emanates holy aura similar to a normal holy sword, was originally sealed in an underground ruin. This makes Xenovia essentially immortal, healing wounds suffered from even a god-class being, where this has its limits, but it allowed her to endure the light-based attacks of the chief god Apollon, despite being a devil and trapped in a light cage. Apart from those two swords, she did possess other swords throughout the series, with the first one being Excalibur Destruction, Xenovia's initial weapon. A holy sword that has the ability to unleash pure destruction power that can easily shatter anything it comes into contact with. She abandons the sword after she became a devil under Rias, where the sword was later returned to her and fused with Durandal to form Ex Durandal. Speaking of Ex Durandal, this is an upgraded version of Durandal which has been merged with all 6 Excalibur fragments held by the Church before Xenovia gains the last one in Volume 11, thus granting it the power of Durandal and Excalibur, with Kiba stating she would be able to combat even Cao Cao in Balance Breaker if she were to master it. Xenovia, however, partially mastered Ruler, Blessing and Nightmare. In Volume 19, in the battle against Vasco Strada, she accepted the true nature of Durandal and Excalibur, thus letting her dual wield both the Durandal and true Excalibur. Apart from using swords, Xenovia has the combination attacks with Issa, which is called Crimson Destruction Dragnir, also known as Crimson Dragon Knight of Destruction, which is Xenovia variation of the Scale Mail, where Issa uses his red wyverns to attach themselves to her and sync their auras to create a red armor for herself. Using this armor, her strength and speed are increased to where a single swing of Durandal was powerful enough to leave a large crater, even changing the terrain, and fast enough to outpace even Arrow. It is unknown if Xenovia can use boost, transfer and penetration, as it noted to be similar yet different from Rias' Crimson Extinct Dragnir. Moving on to the Arrow Angel Irina. As an angel, Irina has the ability to use holy power to create various effects. Also as an angel, she is able to create light-based weapons, such as a light sword. In the anime, she has shown to be able to use light halos that wrapped around her foes of a remarkable power and size, such as one of Fenrir's sons. In Volume DX4, Irina created a move which creates rings of light that homes in on her opponents and irradiates light. In Volume 25, she made a whip of light that imitates Excalibur Mimic. While she can't match up to the likes of Kiba, Irina is still noticeably fast for a church warrior, as she dodges giant attacks with ease. Due to also receiving Officer's blessing, she gained improved luck, gaining second place in a lottery. Like Xenovia, Irina is well versed in swordsmanship, being able to fight on par with John during their first encounter. By Volume 19, Irina's skill became great enough to be able to keep up against Evil Crystal, wielding a replica of Excalibur. In addition to her light weapons, she is also mentioned to be a skilled user of magic, specializing in holy magic. She is also learning new magic from Roswaisa. She has shown to create defensive magic circles to shield herself in battle, as well such as the battle with Loki. Irina has shown the ability to teleport magic in order to transport herself and the others. Irina is a swordswoman similar to Xenovia, so she also uses swords as her primary weapon, with Hautecler being Irina's current primary weapon, which is a holy sword given to her by her father, stating to be the most qualified to wield it. The sword has the ability of purification, even those that are cut by it. Apart from it, she did possess other swords throughout the series, with the first one being Excalibur Mimic, which is Irina's initial weapon, though artificial means. Excalibur Mimic is a holy sword that has the ability to transform itself into any shape its wielder desires. The sword was later given to Xenovia to be fused with Durandal, with the second one being the Holy Demonic Sword, a prototype Irina received from Heaven in Volume 12, based on Kiba's Sword of Betrayer. She is able to use the sword ability to use different elemental attributes ranging from fire, ice and lightning. Moving on to the angelic devil heroine Asya. As a bishop, Asya can strengthen her magic and demonic powers which she normally applies onto her twilight healing. Also, as a bishop, she has shown great potential in using magic, as she was put in charge of forming a barrier by Fried. Asya is studying under Rosweise in order to learn summoning and transport magic to help defend herself and increase her combat strength. She can also use Dragon Gate magic circles. Using her bishop trait, she can enhance her healing abilities with Twilight Saint affection along with Fafnir's golden aura. She is shown to be very adept at summoning magic, as she is capable of using it to summon various creatures to assist her, and Dragon Gate magical circles to summon her guardian familiar, the Golden Dragon King, Fafnir. Asya is also capable of using elemental magic such as fire and wind magic, as demonstrated in her fight against Chrome Crouch. She is shown to have the talent of compatibility and outstanding luck with dragons, as she has made a pact with a baby spirit dragon, Racia, whose race is notoriously untenable. After receiving Officer's blessing, her compatibility increased and she made a pact with one of the 5 Dragon Kings, Fafnir. Asya was able to make a pact with 4 mass-produced evil dragons who are named Anselm, Skrill, Gregorius and Simon, which is an act that only evil gods were able to do. She can also make a pact specifically with dragons. With the help of Officer's blessing, Azazel, Rias, Rosweise and Akeno, she can make pacts with various classes of dragons, even higher class, especially Fafnir the Golden Dragon King. She uses Fafnir and the other 4 evil dragons that she tamed using Fafnir's skills to protect herself in order for her to heal her comrades. Apart from her dragon tamer abilities, Asya's other significant ability is her sacred gear, Twilight Healing, which is also her main weapon of choice. She can heal humans, devils, angels and fallen angels alike. Since she has shown no actual combat skills, she relies on her healing abilities as a healer of her team. Asya learned how to expand the range of her healing field and send her healing powers as projectiles, although those are inferior to actual touch. She can also create a bow and arrow of healing power, and if the arrow is about to hit an enemy, it will disperse instead of healing them. Twilight Saint affection is Asya's subspecies Balance Breaker. The Balance Breaker takes the form of a golden dragon armor with red jewels that cover her body and grants her a field of absolute defense and protection. For a limited time, Asya can cover a field with tremendous healing energy and can negate any damage from virtually any source. It does not negate the attack, but rather it negates the damage that the attack would inflict. As Fafnir's aura is included as well, it also boasts immense defenses on top of the healing ability. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on those 3. And that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.